Hello guys, welcome back to our anime explainer. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of BTTH The Flame Emperor Part 50 based on novel. So let's start. Who trespassed in the forbidden area? The ancient and terrifying voice also echoed slowly in the space. At the moment when this voice appeared, Xiao Yan also felt that the fighting qi in his body had stopped flowing. And there was even a brief absence. At this time, Xiao Yan was already a powerhouse in the early stage of the 4-star Do Di, and his soul power had also reached the peak of the Emperor realm. It was enough to make Xiao Yan feel this short-lived absent-mindedness, and even to solidify his fighting spirit, which is enough to explain the horror of this steely boy. Xiao Yang, I came here only to hear that there are some treasures here, so in order to borrow something. Xiao Yang also said respectfully. ~1~Chi~1z.c. Do you know that this is the place of sealing? There is an illusory figure in the stone tablet, but the power of the illusory figure is that even Xiao Yang is quite afraid. The figure in the stone tablet is quite terrifying power. There are voices in power. Yes, and this junior also knows that this is the place where the twin ghost emperors are sealed. Xiao Yang also laughed. Now that you know, let's stay. A voice also came from the stone tablet. Just after Xiao Yang said the twin ghost emperors, Xiao Yang clearly felt the power of the figure in the stone tablet instantly became stronger. Obviously, few people knew the secret of the twin ghost emperors. If ordinary people knew this secret, if they guarded this stone tablet, or destroyed. Dead people don't tell secrets. Then an inexplicable force radiated from the stone tablet and attacked Xiao Yang. Ha, have you asked me if you want to move my disciple? A roaring voice from the Golden Dragon King also echoed in this mysterious space. Afterwards, the soul body of the Golden Dragon King also exudes terrifying power, making the entire space golden and brilliant. Golden Dragon King. There was also a burst of surprise from the Steely. As for the power that just radiated from the stone tablet to attack Xiao Yang, it was easily shattered by the golden brilliance of his master, the Golden Dragon King. Master is really strong. The attack in the stone tablet just now is logically comparable to the full-strength strike of a 5-star Do Emperor, but it was so easily shattered by his own master, the Golden Dragon King. Xiao Yang he also looked at the stone tablet solemnly, as if the sound of crying was emanating from the stone tablet. 9 Soul Steely, thank you for recognizing me. You actually attacked the disciple. If there is anything wrong with such a good seedling, then. The Golden Dragon King also appeared above Xiao Yang's head, and then snorted coldly, with a lot of dissatisfaction in his voice. Golden Dragon King. You were chased and killed by the 3 immortals of the ghost world, but you didn't die. The voice in the stone tablet was also full of disbelief. Of course I'm not dead. The Golden Dragon King continued to snort coldly. It really is God bless my human world. The stone tablet was also extremely excited. Don't talk so early, the ghost world and the devil world are not to be underestimated. What's more, there is a demon world that is eyeing. The Golden Dragon King also said condensedly. Naturally, we don't need to worry about these things. There are talented people in the country. There was also a gratifying voice from the stone tablet. By the way, I wondered how this human boy could have your breath before, I thought. There was also a voice from the stone tablet. This kid can be considered my disciple now. The Golden Dragon King also smiled at Xiao Yang and said. What about Tuosha and the others? The stone tablet also continued. Reincarnation. The Golden Dragon King spat out 2 words softly. It's so serious. There was also an extremely unpleasant voice from the stone tablet, and there was some anger in the voice. Okay, let's not talk about this for now. I believe you also know the purpose of my visit. The Golden Dragon King also laughed. Indeed, there must be treasures under the ghost town, but I'm just a little bit of the strength of this human boy. There are also some unspeakable hidden words in the stone tablet. You can rest assured about this. Although this kid is quite weak now, there is no doubt that his potential is infinite. Because he and Tuor Shi are both practicing Feng Ju. The Golden Dragon King also said slowly, and he didn't continue talking after he finished speaking. Some words have already been said very clearly. Feng Ju. The stone tablet was shocked, and an aura from the ancient times was also exuded. The grey energy instantly swept Xiao Yang's body, at a speed visible to the naked eye. Don't be afraid, I'm here. Just when Xiao Yang's body had some changes, because of these grey energies, the gentle voice of the Golden Dragon King also slowly entered Xiao Yang's mind. As the grey energy appeared on Xiao Yang's body was also slowly attached to the flames instantly, and then the innermost part of the body, Fen Ju, slowly burst out. As if attracted by this grey energy. It's really Fen Ju. There was also a very surprised voice inside the stone tablet. It might be fate. The thing here was taken by that guy Tuor Shi before, now it's his turn to come first. It's really one link after another. There is also a slightly vicissitudes of life in the stone tablet. That's all. Boy, remember, I am the Nine Souls Monument, which is designed to suppress powerful ghosts in the ghost world. Besides me, there are 8 monuments, but the ghosts they seal are getting stronger and stronger. I do have extremely precious treasures here, but whether you get them depends on your fortune. A voice slowly came from the stone tablet. The younger generation should make some modest contributions. Xiao Yang also clasped his fists with both hands, and said respectfully towards the stone tablet. Although Xiao Yang didn't know the power of this ghost, the 9-soul stele that sealed this powerful ghost for thousands of years, has saved Xian Santian from many disasters, and this is worthy of Xiao Yang's respect. Ha ha, what a polite little guy. That guy Tuor Shi still looks the same. He can see people so accurately, even though Tuor Shi also came up from the power of breaking through the plane on the continent of Do Chi. The stone tablet clearly remembered something. Cough, cough, cough. The Golden Dragon King also coughed lightly when he heard the words, and then his eyes hurriedly winked. Okay, let's get down to business. This treasure depends on your fate. But before that, we still have to resolve the matter of the twin ghost emperors. Otherwise, if the treasure is really taken away by you, then just relying on my strength will not be able to suppress the twin ghost emperors. The illusory figure in the stone tablet also said. Senior's life, junior will naturally add a little power. Xiao Yang also laughed. Although Xiao Yang knew that the people in this stele would treat him like this, it was largely because his master Jinlong King was related to his master Tuor Shi ancient emperor, otherwise, his fate would also be related to the white bones in the river. There is no difference. I don't know how to resolve the seal of the twin ghost emperors. Xiao Yang also asked in doubt. It's also simple to say, the twin ghost emperors are one twin, and they are divided into 2 parts. Yinxia and Xirin form the twin ghost emperors in the ghost world. However, the evil yin in the cold pool is quite weak, and it is only used as a foil among the twin ghost emperors, while the evil yin in this town ghost well occupies a dominant position. There was a slightly vicissitudes of voice in the stone tablet. Also sounded. Xiao Yang frowned when he heard the words. Obviously, although the evil spirits in the cold pool had broken the seal, they were not the twin ghost emperors. It will be a bloodbath again. But it's strange. The evil in the cold pool is the body of the soul. Even if the seal is broken, the threat is not big, but the evil in this ghost well is the body of a human. The mysterious figure in the stone tablet also said, Yin evil is actually the body of the soul. Xiao Yan was also surprised. Obviously, although he knew that the evil power in the cold pool was not weak, it was comparable to the strength of the six-star fighting emperor in Wujiang, but in Xiao Yan's perception, this evil spirit is quite similar to the Soul Clan aura on Dochi continent. Human body. But before Xiao Yan was surprised, the voice in the stone tablet also echoed in Xiao Yan's mind. As we all know, human beings are the masters of all things. They not only have extremely high wisdom, but also have unique advantages in cultivation. All these are enough to show that the status of human beings is high among all things. The human body. It's a little troublesome. The Golden Dragon King also muttered, apparently not expecting that the twin ghost emperors in this soul-suppressing tablet are actually human. The difference between humans and the ghost world is that humans have bodies and souls, while ghosts in the ghost world are entirely composed of souls. The human body. Could it have something to do with the cries in this soul-suppressing tablet? Xiao Yan also thought carefully. Yes, speaking of this evil Yin's life experience is also pitiful. There was also a regret from the stone tablet. I'll leave the rest to you. The last sentence of the stele disappeared without a trace, but Xiao Yan could still vaguely feel that the mysterious figure still existed in the stele. Xiao Yan also calmed down a little, and then said softly to the stone tablet, Come out, I can hear your crying. As Xiao Yan's words just fell, an extremely terrifying ghostly energy suddenly emerged from the stone tablet, and then a beautiful shadow drifted to Xiao Yan. A faint figure slowly appeared beside the stone tablet. Xiao Yan took a closer look, and this appearance turned out to be a young woman. The shawl's long hair slightly covered half of her face, and it was vaguely seen that the woman was still pretty good-looking, very shrewd. The two dark eyes on the woman looked at Xiao Yan, and then at the ancient ruler of eternal fire behind Xiao Yan, with a hint of doubt in her eyes. The woman in white said in a slightly surprised whisper, You can hear my cry, aren't you lying to me? I can really hear your cry. I just don't know why you are crying here. Xiao Yan also asked softly. ~1 chi ~1 z.c. The woman in front of her is, in one sense, a part of the twin ghost emperors, and in another sense, she is an ordinary human woman, so Xiao Yan also spoke with confidence. For so many years, I have been crying here, but unfortunately no one has ever heard it. I didn't expect to meet someone today who can hear my voice. It should be thousands of years, it's really a long time. The woman in white sighed softly. Xiao Yan looked at her steadily, his soul power and spiritual power alternated with each other, carefully probing her body. In the end, what Xiao Yan got was that this woman in white was very strange. She didn't seem to be a soul body, but a real body, a human body. However, under this seemingly cowardly body, Xiao Yan vaguely detected the existence of an extremely terrifying ghostly aura, which contained a hint of spiritual light. According to Xiao Yan's analysis of the information from her investigation, she is not an evil spirit, or a ghost, but may just be a woman who was used by the twin ghost emperors, Xie Yin. It is impossible for ordinary people to possess such a terrifying ghost. In this case, there is only one possibility: this woman may be the incarnation of the twin ghost emperors. Master, this woman. Xiao Yan also used his soul power to communicate with his master, the Golden Dragon King. After all, this kind of thing involved too much, so Xiao Yan had to be careful. In the ghost world, most of the ghosts exist in the form of souls. They continue to cultivate, with the help of the ghostly ghosts in the ghost world, in order to get rid of the darkness of the sky as soon as possible and regain a new life. In addition to practicing hard, there is another way to be reborn, and that is to find a human body. As long as the human body is compatible with his own soul body, then these ghosts can also rely on powerful cultivation. The human body is taken for itself. It's just that although the world is big, it's harder than finding a needle in a haystack to find a human being that fits your soul body. And if you find it, according to the character of the ghost in the ghost world, it will definitely not retain the human soul and thoughts. This woman is obviously not in line with common sense. The Golden Dragon King also said in a deep voice. So, there is only one possibility. Then go, this woman has reached some kind of agreement with that terrifying twin ghost emperor. Or maybe there is something in this woman that makes the twin ghost emperors fear. Xiao Yan also woke up like he was enlightened. That's right. The Golden Dragon King said in agreement, and felt some relief in his heart. This kid is finally. After figuring out the identity of the woman in white, although Xiao Yang did not show hostility on the surface, he was vigilant from the beginning. This woman in white should have a soul body, with twin ghost emperors and evil yin in her body. Moreover, the body of the white-clothed woman should be quite compatible with the twin ghost emperors, and the combat power she will exert at that time will be extremely terrifying. And although there is the existence of the Golden Dragon King of his own master in his body, his physical quality is undoubtedly insignificant compared with the Golden Dragon King of his master. So the strength of the Golden Dragon King of his master is not able to exert 1/2 of 10 ~. Forget it. Take a step by step. Xiao Yang said in his heart, and then he looked at the woman in white. Xiao Yang asked, "Why are you here? You said you've been here for thousands of years. Why don't you go out and stay here and cry instead?" The woman in white smiled lightly. "I said that I was here because of my slaughter, and was sealed by humans who claim to be righteous. Would you believe me?" "I don't believe it." Xiao Yang also said indifferently, his tone was extremely dull. "You? Interesting." The woman in white also laughed, and her smile was very charming. "Actually, I also want to leave here, but unfortunately I don't have that ability. Because every time my soul force or body wants to fly 10 meters away from the inscription, there is always a strange barrier that blocks me back, and I can't get out. Countless failures have made me realize that I can't get out. That's why I cry here alone." The woman in white also shook her head. "For thousands of years, I have been touching this matter. The only possibility is that there is something hidden in this stone tablet. Unfortunately, my ability is low and I can't find out anything. Seeing you today can be considered a fate. I have something I want to ask you for help, do you want to?" After the woman in white finished speaking, she looked at Xiao Yang with some anticipation. Xiao Yang looked at the stone tablet and found that there seemed to be a body in the stone tablet. Then he looked at the woman in white in front of him, and said softly, "There are indeed some strange things hidden in this stone tablet. It is because of this. The stone tablet just came down. As for what you need my help with, you can talk and listen, and I will help you if you can." Xiao Yang also said casually, "After all, although this woman in white has something to ask for from herself, she can't say too much, otherwise, when the time comes." Moreover, Xiao Yang also vaguely felt that the things in this stele were not simple, and there would be a lot of battles at that time. The woman in white looked at Xiao Yang with a strange look in her eyes, and asked softly, "It is said that people turn into ghosts after they die, but in the human world, ghosts have always been disliked by people, and they are often favored by those cultivators who use false rumors to describe them as evil demons, and everyone sees them and executes them. But why didn't you deal with me when you saw me for the first time, knowing my identity? And I can feel that your heavy ruler is very domineering, and there is something in it that restrains me." When Xiao Yang heard the words, his brows were also furrowed. Obviously, Long Yi was the only one among the ancient rulers of different fires. These twin ghost emperors could actually be restrained by Long Yi's power. However, Xiao Yang was not too surprised. After all, he did not come to fight this woman in white. He looked at her and sighed softly. There are all things born, and among the 7 realms, ghosts are also included, but the world generally doesn't understand it. Once attacked by those ghosts, all the ghosts are said to be broken, but that's not the case. Even if it is a human being, there are also countless evil people. Right and wrong, good and evil, we have to rely on each person's own judgment and eyes to judge. You can't just listen to other people's gossip and judge right and wrong. As far as I'm concerned, as long as it's something I can see, it exists. It's just a different form. Why don't you tell me if you need my help? The woman in white showed a trace of gratitude in her eyes, and said softly, if one day in the future, you meet a man named Muzi outside, tell him something. You tell him that the oath of the past has passed, let it pass. The former woman named Yu Xian has left him. I want him to forget all that. If he asks, don't mention me, just tell him that the soul is broken, the story is past, the person is far away, the eyes are full of blood and tears, and the face is red. That's it. If you're willing to help, I'll be grateful. In the white-clothed woman's hazy eyes, a faint mist of water seemed to conceal her deep affection. Muzi. Why does it sound familiar? The Golden Dragon King also thought a little. Xiao Yang looked at her and sighed. Don't worry. I will help you find out about that person in the future. It's just that thousands of years have passed. Is he still alive? Is he dead? The woman in white shook her head gently, looked at the sky slightly and said, no, he won't die. He must still be alive in this world. I remember when I first met him, he was a little Taoist priest. I will always remember that scene, but unfortunately I didn't know how to cherish it at the time. I remember the moonlight at that time. It's unbearable to look back on. When Xiao Yang heard this, there was a trace of indifferent sadness in his eyes, and he sighed slightly. There are many things in a person's life, which need to be kept in mind and slowly recollected. After speaking, I can't help but think of Kaelin and Zuna. That taste is not only sweet, but also bitter in it. Don't regret the past, look forward to everything. After Xiao Yang finished speaking, he also felt that the aura on the woman in white had also stabilized. The ghost chi was also temporarily suppressed. If you can help me, but I have this concern, it can be considered that I have a request from you. I know the purpose of your coming here. But how can the twin ghost emperors be suppressed so easily? The woman in white laughed slightly to herself. Who knows what will happen in the future? Now wait for me to see what's inside this stele. Why is it that you have been trapped in it? Xiao Yang ignored the self-mockery of the white-clothed woman, and gently landed in front of the stone tablet. Her whole body was milky white. Her eyes shot out streaks of flame energy, her soul force was close to the stone tablet, and she was quickly exploring the secret of the stone tablet. Just as he approached the stone tablet exuded an extremely repulsive force, causing Xiao Yang's whole body to tremble slightly. Taking a look at the woman in white, Xiao Yang said softly, the aura on your body contains the seal energy inside this stone tablet, so it is impossible for your body to leave here. This stele has a vague power of restraint that can bind all souls and bodies of primordial spirits. And you belong to this range, so you have been unable to get out. My soul power is also trapped in it. It's a very strange thing. The woman in white sighed softly. For so many years, loneliness has been with me all the time. I'm used to it. If it wasn't for my worries, I might be very satisfied with this kind of life. To meet you today is also a hope for me, and my heart is satisfied. As long as you can go out and help me understand that wish, it doesn't matter if I stay here forever. Xiao Yang looked at her, and his heart slowly took in her words. Turning his head, Xiao Yang slowly approached the stele. I saw Xiao Yang approaching the stone tablet ruler. The stone tablet suddenly emitted a red light, blocking Xiao Yang 5 feet away. The red light was very strong, and the strong aura forced the woman in white to hide far away. Tilda did not dare to approach. It's just that at the moment when the red light appeared, an extremely terrifying ghost energy appeared on the woman in white, as if she was protecting the woman in white. A dazzling power burst out in Xiao Yan's eyes instantly, the milky white light around his body rose sharply, and he fiercely fought against the red light. For a time, within the mysterious space, the black river water in the forbidden waters was instantly shaken, flashing with different brilliance, very beautiful. At the same time, two powerful forces confronted each other, forming an incomparably powerful momentum, sandwiching colorful brilliance, and instantly shot straight into the sky in the space. Damn! I don't believe in this evil. After Xiao Yang finished speaking, he also started to burn through his own operation, and the even greater power was also fighting against the red light in the stone tablet. Little doll, that's not bad. You can actually let the host of this twin ghost emperor suppress the hatred in his heart. Not bad, not bad. The mysterious figure from before also slowly emerged. Senior, this is... A familiar voice came from Xiao Yang's mind, and this voice was not the words of his master, the Golden Dragon King, or the mysterious figure in the stone tablet. The cloudy moon is almost here, and this woman is coming to an end. Hey! The soul is exhausted, the soul is broken, the heart is dead, the ghost emperor is born. Several familiar words also echoed in Xiao Yang's mind. The soul is exhausted, the soul is broken, the heart is dead, the ghost emperor is born. The mysterious voice also echoed in Xiao Yang's mind, and then disappeared without a trace. Xiao Yang was also surprised immediately, and left a sound transmission in his body and mind. This is not something that ordinary strong people can do. The guardian of this stone tablet, the strength of the Nine Souls tablet, is also unfathomable. The strength of this Nine Soul monument is stronger than you think. Because there are 9 of them in total, and they are specially responsible for suppressing and sealing the powerful ghosts in the ghost world. The Golden Dragon King also said, "Is this 9 Soul monument the body of a soul?" Xiao Yang murmured when he heard the voice of his master, the Golden Dragon King. No, this 9 Soul stele is a really powerful human being. This stele is a powerful fighting technique they used, and it was specially used to suppress powerful ghosts. Then they were using secret techniques to live in the stele, guarding them. At the same time, it also suppresses and seals ghosts. Once this ghost breaks the seal, it will also take action at that time. The voice of the Golden Dragon King also appeared, and there was some worship in the voice. I see. Xiao Yang shook his head, and then saw that the body of the soul of the woman in white in front of him had also returned to the stone tablet. Obviously, her soul body would not be able to leave for too long. It's just that when the woman in white returned to the stele, Xiao Yang was surprised to find that the originally vague stele became brighter. At the very center of the stone monument, there seems to be a figure standing slowly. Qianying stood with her eyes slightly closed, but there were some tears flowing slowly from the edge of her eyes. The soul is exhausted, the soul is broken, the heart is dead, the ghost emperor is born. After a brief doubt, Xiao Yang kept muttering the words left by the 9 Soul monument just now. The soul is exhausted and the soul is broken. It should be a symbol that the wish of the woman in white is gone. As for the death of the heart, it should be the woman in white who has fulfilled her last wish, and there is no regret. Ghost Emperor Xing. When he said this, Xiao Yang's pupils also widened viciously. Immediately, Xiao Yang seemed to know something. Looking at the figure of the woman in white in the stone tablet, on the body of the figure, a very strange ghost energy was constantly emitting from the woman's body, and then constantly covering the woman. On the body, the stele also seemed to have discovered this terrifying ghostly energy, and immediately became red all over. A huge energy also attacked the woman in white, and the two forces kept stalemate in the stele. Hey! Xiao Yan also sighed softly. Obviously at this time Xiao Yan also knew that the extremely terrifying ghost energy inside the woman in white was the other half of the twin ghost emperors. Evil yin. Although Xiao Yang didn't know why the evil yin existed in the body of the white-clothed woman, what Xiao Yang knew was that the white-clothed woman also put down her resistance at this time, and let the terrifying ghost qi continue to erode her body. Once this kind of erosion is completed, the woman in white will truly become a twin ghost emperor, Xie Yin. This made Xiao Yang on the ground and his master, the Golden Dragon King, startled. The confrontation between the two energy beams soaring into the sky could be clearly seen, and felt even from a few meters away from the stone tablet. Xiao Yang only felt that an incomparably powerful force was overwhelming him, so that he could not move forward at all. In fact, the fiery red energy in the stele is a protective restraint, or a powerful enchantment, which has the effect of blocking the intrusion of all foreign objects. At first, Xiao Yang wanted to use his soul power to explore the secrets of this stele, but who knew that this stele was so mysterious that he could actually take his own soul power and devour the soul power madly, making Xiao Yang not dare to use his soul power to probe. It is a pity that this barrier can be forcibly broken through with fighting spirit. According to Xiao Yang's guess, the strength of this Do Qi can be compared with that of a 6-star Do Di powerhouse. Therefore, Xiao Yang also withdrew his soul power and vindictive attack, so as not to do all his work in vain. Xiao Yang's whole body turned milky white light, instantly turning into a golden brilliance, and suddenly took a step forward. I saw Xiao Yang's body shaking uncontrollably. It was obvious that two powerful forces were fighting against each other to produce a huge vibration. Xiao Yang's whole body suddenly exploded with golden light, and a force of destruction instantly broke through the barrier. The water waves in the restricted water area in the space fluctuated sharply, and a water column suddenly shot out into the sky, rushing out of the ground river to a height of more than 10 feet. It can be seen how powerful it is. The powerful explosive force not only flushed the water from the forbidden waters in the space out of the river and spread to the ground, but also shattered the stele that was several meters tall. Xiao Yang was also stunned at this time. The hardness of this stone tablet made Xiao Yang feel desperate. Although it was vaguely known from the words of the Nine Souls tablet and his master Jinlong King before, this treasure should exist in this stone tablet, but Xiao Yang was helpless. Not open. I just didn't expect that it would be easily smashed by the Black River water in this forbidden waters. There are some special powers in this Black River, so it also exerts a very serious restraint on the stone tablet, so the stone tablet will be shattered. The Golden Dragon King also said solemnly, and then stared at him. Many rubble were washed out with the Black River water, but a 1-meter-high jade stele appeared where the stele was located. The jade tablet is covered in green, with countless strange and mysterious runes engraved on it. On the very edge of the jade tablet, there are several ancient characters the size of a fist, the tablet of the soul. This jade tablet is full of streamers, and a streamer continuously circulates around the jade tablet, like a hole, very mysterious. Xiao Yang looked at the jade tablet and said softly, "Is this the true face of the soul requiem tablet?" After Xiao Yang finished speaking, a meteor with terrifying power also appeared in front of Xiao Yang. Hey, maybe this is life. But this woman is also suffering. A voice of vicissitudes also appeared, followed by an old man who thought he was full of white hair. Xiao Yang has seen senior. Xiao Yang was also clever at this time, and it was obvious that the white-headed old man in front of him was the mysterious figure in the previous stone tablet, the Nine Souls tablet. Ha ha, I really didn't expect this woman to have such a thing on her mind. Some people came here before, but they were all killed by her without exception. Should I say you are lucky or lucky? The old man stared at Xiao Yang with a playful look. Hearing this, Xiao Yang was also sweating profusely. Although he knew that this woman in white had the power of the twin ghost emperors, the evil yin, but possessing it and being able to use it were two completely different things. The feeling is that the woman in white has something to ask for herself, otherwise her fate will also be. Xiao Yang's back felt cold when he thought about it carefully. Xie Yin is comparable to a human 6-star Do Emperor, or a stronger 7-star Do Emperor. If you deal with it yourself. Okay, you don't need to scare my disciple. Since it can't stop the twin ghost emperors from breaking through the seal, then the treasure here can be taken out, right? The Golden Dragon King also laughed, and then squatted on top of Xiao Yang's head, revealing his eyes. Staring at the 9-soul monument with a smile. This video will end here.